Hi guys, welcome to another Castle Games qualifier. This time we're talking everything 20.2. So 20.2 has just been released. Hopefully you guys are excited by it. It's a bit of a different one because it's an ascending ladder. You're going up 2 reps, 4 reps, 6 reps, 8 reps. In between each one you've got 20 double unders to perform. So it'll be 2 reps of dumbbell hang snatch, 2 burpee over the box, and then 20 double unders, 4, 4, 20, 6, 6, 20 and so on. What's your first thoughts on this one, guys?
It's going to be really hard on the grip, like really hard. Burpee box overs, just get through them at like a steady pace. You don't really need to be racing through them unless you're going to be going unbroken on the dumbbell snatch, which I would be. So I wouldn't be dropping the dumbbell at any time. I would just be going at a steady pace, try and get your breather through them burpee box jumps, and obviously on them dubs, don't start until you have a nice good breather, and obviously hit the 20 each time. Nice and close, keep your box there, your skips there, your dumbbell just in front of them, and make it hurt for them 8 minutes.
And this one is super quick. I tested it out myself and it is fast. You do want to be moving fast, but again, like we said in qualifier 1, the danger of moving fast is that your reps start to get a little bit sloppy. There's quite a few areas you can go wrong here.
There's a few little key points to think about. Changing hands with the dumbbell, so it's alternating dumbbell snatch. So changing hands with the dumbbell has to come down from above your head and change hands at eye level. So we're not accepting changing above your head. You can change at eye level, you can change in the hang position. That will be something that will catch you out if you're trying to move really quickly. Again, be deliberate, make sure that it's coming down and you can actually physically see the dumbbell in front of your face before you change your hands over. Burpees, same old thing, time and time again. Chest on the floor, it has to make contact with the floor. We're not looking for the bottom of your rib cage, it's got to be your chest that makes contact with the floor.
Again, we've filmed all the movement standards. There is another video showing all the movement standards. I know some of you think that you've done CrossFit for a long time, you don't need to be watching these videos. It is really important because the best thing to do is watch them, recap, just check over, because that's what we're going to be looking for when we judge. And one of them, we are looking for box facing burpees. So if you're in the habit of moving to the side, going over the box, whatever, you need to watch it. There are also a few variations on whether you can step or whether you can jump as well, so you need to make sure that you're getting that the right way around. Because the only people who are allowed to step on the box, up to the box, is veterans, teens and scaled. Everyone else must jump onto the box, but we are allowing a step down and a step up in the burpee this year. But I would suggest you just watch those movement standards. Other than that, I don't think there's too much kind of going on in the first part. So in your first 8 minutes of the ascending ladder, just holding yourself to that high standard. The second part though is where it gets a little bit tricky. So do you want to talk to the second part?
Yeah, so second part, you've got a 3 rep max overhead squat from the floor though. So again, for me anyway, I'd be cleaning that up, jerking it over your head, getting that comfortable above your head there, lock it out, okay, and obviously then hitting your 3 quality reps. You should have an idea of whereabouts you're going to be in terms of obviously them 3 lifts. You certainly don't want to be practicing throughout them 5 minutes. You just want to be nailing that straight away. You've got 5 minutes to do that. Realistically, maybe it's two sets of it. You don't want to be hitting a set every 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think for me, things to think about: full snatch. If you're really comfortable and confident with a full snatch, that gets your first overhead squat done and out of the way. It's much more efficient to do, providing you're comfortable with doing it. If not, like Ash says, pop the bar over your head, put it on the back, work out where your hands are going to be, put it over your head and go from there and do your 3 reps from there. Make sure you are hitting depth. What you perceive to be depth and what somebody else can see from the side is usually very different. You need to have somebody there watching your depth.
Yeah, I think definitely get your training partner, get someone in the gym just to stand at the side and give you the all clear once you've hit that depth, because you don't want to get all the way through that ascending ladder, do your lifts, then watch your video back on the night and just think that they're not good reps. Make sure your camera is set up so that we can see everything in the first part and your clear reps in the second part. So don't, even though you're under fatigue, make sure that your bar is in full view. If we can't see the rep, we can't reward the rep. So make sure that's going to happen. Have someone there maybe that can check it for you, or spend that 20 seconds going over and check that your camera hasn't moved or anything like that.
A question for me, can the barbell be loaded up before?
Yes, you can preload your barbell. That's absolutely fine. And again, the partials have to be 1.25 or more. But scaled veterans and teens aren't doing an overhead squat, they're doing a front squat.
Front squat, so they can squat clean the first one, and obviously then just your 2 front squats after that. It just, as Brett says, just make sure that you're breathing parallel. And the big thing for me is to make sure that you're standing up. You see a hell of a lot of people just not standing them reps, so it's so easy. You've been through the full movement, just press them hips through, shoulder blades back, elbows in front of the bar. It's super easy when you've done that, so just don't get no reps on that, it's not worth it.
We're looking for a 3 rep max, so it's something that should be heavy enough to warrant having to potentially pause between reps. It's not something you should be able to bob in and out of over a 5-minute period. So make sure you are stood up to full extension. We're looking for your knees locked and your hips locked forwards to full extension, not still sort of leaning over, which we see quite a lot in most competitions. So make sure you're standing up to full extension.
One final thing is, for your complex, if you have the bar off the floor with 1 second to go, that's fine. You can carry on past the 13 minutes if the bar's off the floor. I mean, if you want to rest it on your shoulders for 30 seconds, by all means, but that's only going to kind of be a disadvantage to you. So if you take the bar off the floor, as long as the time isn't up, you can finish that complex. So that's everything from us for 20.2. So good luck with this one. You've only got a week to do it, so make sure you get it done as soon as possible and get your videos uploaded. Don't leave them until the last minute, guys.